Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Oblivion modded playthrough. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be playing the Oblivion mod known as the Heart of the Dead. Last night I woke up from a strange dream. A woman, cold as ice, with deep raven hair, told me that I needed to talk to an old beggar. Up in Bruma, she told me he had information that could be in my best interest. Usually I don't put much stock in dreams, but I woke up feeling compelled to seek this man out. I'll find him in an inn run by a man named Olav. Okay, good. I was a bit confused that it might have broke Oblivion XP, but it did not. So something that I wanted to mention about this mod is that I do have a version that helps out with us wearing the armor, but unfortunately, because this is the modded playthrough, we don't need it. We don't. Another thing is that I vaguely remember how to do everything. So this will actually help us out a lot. Because I don't usually replay this one nearly as much. It's more of a quest and adventure kind of thing. Not really much like, oh yeah, there's this boss that you need to go and defeat and stuff like that. So we're going to let Ivan wait here, though. Ivan, God, Bruma with your life. Tess, you will join us, because I can't do this without you. If I had a chance to actually go and like edit Ivan, I'd try and make him at least more bulkier than usual, but it's fine. All right, Tess, let's go join in. I don't know. I don't remember. I remember you have to talk to someone named Bruma. That's as far as I go. Also, if you want to see, I think there's a branching path later on. If you want to see both paths, I definitely recommend the mod playthrough that will be uploaded later on after this is all done. Oh, that type of attack is right there. Because I'll be doing both paths. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the path that I usually take for this, and then for the mod playthrough, I'm going to do the path that I don't take, and then just for the sake of completing it entirely, I'll do the other part as well. Anyway, let's go. I don't know who it is.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it?
No, I don't need to talk to you. No,
What's the latest?
I know the beggar. I don't never seen you before.
Spare a coin for a dying old beggar.
It's a bit quiet for me. Be off with you, bigger scum. Of course, here's a coin.
Oh, thank you, kind sir. You are truly a hero among men.
Oh, that
In
lighting
fact,
weird.
you might be just what I'm looking for. Be you interested in helping poor old Einar in a matter of the heart?
The heart? What heart are you talking
There
about?
be riches and power beyond your imagination, if you agree.
If I agree. I can imagine a lot. Be off with you, big scum. Yeah, I can imagine a lot.
And you will have it, and more. But we shouldn't talk here. I know a place outside where we can talk more. Follow me.
Yeah, so the Dark King's Heart is not actually...
Can't be.
Like, I mean, I played this mod before I ended up making
Safe
such a
travel.
thing in my own mind, but like this actually just kind of helped me out in building an artifact, and then I just said, what would it be called? And I called another artifact Tears of something, and that was not in respect of like a different mod, but like the Dark King's Heart wasn't really in response to this mod's name or anything like that. It just so happened that like I played this one and I'm like, I should just call it something Heart, and I'm like Dark King's Heart, and I'm like, that makes a like that sounds like a really cool name, so I just ended up using it. But it just so happens like I was playing this mod while I was doing it, so coincidence, pretty much. I also resorted out the inventory, so now like Cash has all the items that we can sell if we need to. I just chose to not actually do it because I didn't want to deviate from stuff. Anyway, Einar.
I've been waiting weeks to find someone like you.
Cool.
One pure of heart and strong in spirit.
I would say pure of heart.
Someone who can go where these old legs cannot take me. Someone who can help me find my way to my lost wife.
Okay, so I do understand though that the guy said "canna" for "cannot." I'm not going to correct that because it's more of a shorthand. Like I cannot, like it's like cannot, but like I don't know. It's just I'm not going to correct that. That sounds actually pretty okay in my book because you know what they're trying to say anyway. I thought we were finding treasure.
Ah, that we are. A treasure that would let me see beyond the veil.
Okay.
One that would let me see my beloved Miriam again. Dead these long years.
I thought you said she was lost.
Have you heard of Yern the Mad?
No, who's that?
Not many have. Long ago, Yern came into possession of a powerful alien artifact called the Heart of the Dead. It drove him mad, so the stories say. One day, he disappeared. Many have searched for the heart, for it's said that he who rules the heart can rule the dead. None have found it. Then a few weeks ago, I came across a snippet from a document said to have been written by Yern himself. It was in code, one that no one had broken.
But you cracked it. Let me guess, the code you cracked.
How I came about cracking the code concerns you not.
Oh, okay.
Know only that I have the first piece of Yern's puzzle, and so can you, if you so desire.
If I so desire. Why don't you go searching for it?
I told you before, I'm dying.
No, you didn't.
Any day now the scarlet cough will force me beyond the veil. If you do this for me, you can keep all the treasure you find.
Yay!
And after I contact my beloved Miriam, you can even have the Heart of the Dead. I need not riches where I be going. What say you?
I don't have time for this. Why not? I'll find this artifact.
Thank you. Here be the passage about the treasure. Methinks it references a cave to the north.
Methinks?
Here, let me mark it on your map. There's a good chance that whatever you find will be in Yern's special code.
Oh.
So I made a spell that will translate it for you.
Yay.
Here it is. Be warned, though. One reason I haven't gone after the treasure is that cave be filled with the foulest of vampires. Be careful where you tread.
Okay, you're in the mad.
Not much to be known. There was an incident about 200 years ago where he raised the dead in Morrowind. Disappeared after that.
Okay. Alright, Tess. We're gonna go and explore this area. Where do we need to go? We need to go to Yern's cave, which is over there. That's fine.
Greetings to you.
I have a rake. Anyway. Let's go. Hello, Ivan. Still guarding the doors, I see. Good. Bruma's in safe hands. Over Tesco. She's just gone. She has abandoned us. Tess is probably like, this weakling, I don't want to follow him anymore. And then he just magically teleports you to him. And then she's like, blast it, I almost got away from him too. It's like, Tess, you're my bodyguard for a reason. If you don't guard me, the world will end. There might be a bear around here, and I don't... Oh, there he is. There it is. Tess, there's a bear over there. But don't worry. The rake has defeated it. Ooh, I got 40 experience. Nice. Level 14? Eh, we should be fine. I don't know if there's a level requirement in this mod. I don't think so. And even if there is, I think it's like level 20 and stuff like that. But again, we should be fine. Unless it's an Ivalon state thing where, like, it's very, very, like, overpoweredly strong. Like, every enemy is, like, level 30 million kind of thing. And we're just like, well, darn. Why are you angry with me?
Yes, my love.
Taz, why are you angry with me? Okay, okay, I don't remember what it is. I think it's like this, or it's like Or is it an extra 6 hours or something like that? The cave awaits these alone in the center of night or day. Atone. Or alone, maybe? I don't know. It looks like a T, though. Use these words while near the wall, far to the north, snow-painted hall. It's definitely not a W. To the three you call, to the dead there fall. Okay, cool. Hi. Just want to double check something. Okay. Oh, I thought it said Altamar, and I'm like, did I grab the wrong save? Okay, we need to wait till it's maybe midnight? Or noon, maybe? Well, let's try midnight. I think the first time I thought it was like 6 in the afternoon and 6 in the morning, so it's like in the middle of night and day. Because like 6 is like almost like in between them. But then I think the door wouldn't open. Okay, so we're like a minute after, but that should be fine, right? It's not going to be like too stingy about it. I read from the passage and felt a wave of magic spread out towards the door. I wonder if I can enter the cave now. Oh, the door opens now. Yay! Ooh. Alright, Tess, we must explore this area. We got 40 gold and some arrows. Good. Oh no, what is that? Alright, Tess. Wait, you don't get any experience for killing summons? Oh, that's weird, Oblivion XP. It should definitely be a thing. Got vampire dust. No, we're dealing with vampires! Uh-oh. That's not good. I don't have any resist disease protection. Oh. Do I have that ring on? Did I put that on? I did, yeah. So now we should be able to reflex spells about 18% of the chance. Actually, more than that. I dare you to use your spells. Never mind. Alright, so it looks like there's definitely either... Okay, so one of two things. Either they are leveled, but we're getting very lucky, and we're getting my level, or they're not leveled, but it just so happens that they're close to 15. Oh, that looked like a hanging zombie, like, right here. It was really weird. Ah! Ah! Oh, no! You gave me the vampiric disease. How dare you? Punk? I should have it. Not in here, though. It's probably in my other chest. Probably in here, maybe? Yep. I'd use a spell, but I kind of have the Atronach burst. Hey, look, strong force of healing. So I can't really waste magic on just about any spell I really want. Oh. Gonna go after him? Or is he too invisible for you? See, look, Tess, he's not invisible anymore. Where did that guy come from? Good job, Tess. You dealt with them superbly. Yeah, if I remember correctly, when I was trying to, I was taking a look at Tess a little bit. I was taking a look at her thing. Apparently she's supposed to be like 3 levels higher than the player, so that's actually kind of interesting. And very helpful to know. Actually, why am I holding this still? I don't need this anymore. Actually, I really don't need this anymore because, like, I have Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker is pretty nice. Actually, is Spellbreaker heavy or light? Please be... Oh, it's heavy armor. No! I thought it might be like Knights of the Nine, where it's like it has a heavy and a light armor version, depending on which one's stronger, but nope. It's always heavy armor. Shame. No, I'm joking. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Come on, Tess, be faster. Be faster with your torch. I'll be using a light spell, Tess, but unfortunately, all my magicka is reserved for spells like conjuring thy storage. Oh, that's something. Okay. Yeah, I'd be collecting those if I needed them, but I don't need them. Or test, there's about 3 of them over there. I'm gonna get the one. Aha! Let's fight. Charge! There you go. It just goes, wow, man, you're pretty strong. I wonder why you need a bodyguard. It's like, Tess, you know why I need a bodyguard. It's when they're stronger than me. Like Evelyn, man, jeez. Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't have your torch equipped. It's very weird. Oh, what's in here? More gold, nice. What's in here? More gold and a jeweled necklace. We can sell that for lots of money. Weak potion of war. Resist frost is okay. Oops, I grabbed something I wasn't supposed to. You can have that. You can have that back. Did something fall down here? Is that a weapon? No, it's a rock. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, more stuff. Nice. Did we face the 2 that I'm thinking of, or no? Not yet. No, we have not. They're probably further on down. They're probably in a different big room like this one. There we go, I found them. Oh. There we go, Vampiric Queen. I know it's a Vampire Queen, but I like to call them Vampiric. And... cool, nice. Yeah, nothing there. What about this? Gold! And I think that's all of them. I think that's all of them. Alright. Nice. Oh, what's down here? Looks like we might be able to find a button or something like that later. Alright. Ooh. Dragon statue. Nice. What was that? There's another one. He did. Did I get the kill or did you get the kill? Yeah, who really matters? Who really cares? He did, we alive, that's all that matters. Alright, conjure thy storage, and... I still like the damage portion of the rake, man, jeez. Yeah, so in case this is the first session for people, the reason why that's actually that way is because I made this weapon based upon that whole arena session. So I was using this as a placeholder because I had to redo the entire arena because I found out why Oblivion XP wasn't working, and I wanted to go through the entire arena again with a rake that was actually going to one-shot people. So I did that, and lo and behold, I changed the health of the thing to be much higher than what it is now, so I changed it, so I dropped it down, and of course, because the game recognized it as such a high thing, it still recognizes it. Alright, let's go, oh, I can't grab that. Can I? Yeah, no, okay, alright. I guess I'm, oh. Okay, well, I guess I can't open it. Okay, second passage. Okay. There is a strange jade shield on top of the coffin. At first, it seemed to be attached, but when I opened the coffin, it fell off. I'll put it in my inventory for now. Also, there is a group of runes scratched under the lid. I'll write them on some parchment. I don't have any parchment. And use the spell. Okay. Anything? Ooh, dragon torch. Okay.
How can I help?
Hey, I didn't even hit you with the rakes. I don't know why you're angry with me. Sure, let's use the translation spell. And let's go and translate the second passage. Fall to the east in the city of Summer. Yes. There the royal secret hides near the land of Dunmer. The dragon's breath will light the way. Comes the king to the rune will say, to the 3 we pray, to the dead their day. Okay. Is the thing that I saw there? Ah, yes, okay. So I noticed this on my second to third or fourth, I don't even remember, time going through this mod. You'll notice there's actually a person there. I believe maybe a little earlier I was trying to look up there, but I was trying to make it not like I was suspicious of that area. Like I was like, okay, yeah, this. So I wanted to know when his trigger is. So his trigger is when you pick this up or when you actually read the scroll. You'll actually see this guy here. This will be good to know later on, but we don't really know who this person is because we're not even supposed to know that he's there. It's supposed to be like hidden in the shadows kind of thing, but it's kind of funny though that he's there now. Oh wait, do I have to go the long way? Wait. Oh, okay. I guess I don't have to go the long way. Cool. Where am I? Okay, there's another one. Oh. No, Tess! Where are you? Tess, I need you. There we go. Come on. She's not able to follow me for whatever reason. Whatever. Let's see. Boy. Tess, you're here. Oh, it was so scary. Okay, actually, now that we have like our light armor all the way up and our blunt, we probably don't need Tess to be our bodyguard nearly as much.
Yes, my love.
I don't think you need to be in combat mode. What? What is that? Bleak Mind Guard.
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Okay. What? I don't understand. What's... Do you guys need healing? I will call the armor just to heal you because I don't even know what the heck this was. Yearn,
Morning, my
do you know something about this? Did I accidentally trigger something? I don't know.
You found a second passage.
Sure.
Let me see. It speaks of heading toward a city near the land of Dunmer. That must be Cheydinhal.
I guess.
Cheydinhal has been around for centuries, so it makes sense that Yearn would go there. I'm not sure about the Dragon's Breath reference, but a royal secret might refer to the castle.
I guess.
As for the comes the king part, it could be a code word of some sort. You might start by asking the residents of the castle about it.
Comes the king.
It could be a code word of some sort.
Could be.
You might start by asking the residents of the castle about it.
Residents of the castle. Got it. Alright. Where do we need to go again? Oh, I'm joking. Alright, you know what? We're kind of exhausted. We've done a lot of crazy shenanigans, making sure there's no, like, disease that I don't remember seeing. Oh, I do have a resist disease thing. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, we're gonna sleep a little bit. I'm gonna wait till... Let's wait till, like, 9 in the morning. What?
You sleep
Ah,
rather soundly
okay.
for a murderer. That's good. You'll need a clear conscience for what I'm about to propose.
Yay, this. Who are you?
I am Lucien LeChance, a speaker for the Dark Brotherhood, and you are a killer, taker of life, a harvester of souls.
Bandits and Mirage, I
Your
agree.
work, your deathcraft, pleases the Night Mother, and so I come to you with an offering, an opportunity to join our rather unique family.
And Skyrim, the all-married Dominion. I'm listening.
Then heed my words, for I will not repeat them. On the green road to the north of Breville lies the Inn of Ill Omen.
Okay.
There you will find a man named Rufio. Kill him, and your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete. do this, and the next time you sleep in a location I deem secure, I will reveal myself once more, bearing the love of your new family.
Cool. But I'm no murderer.
No? The Night Mother seems to think otherwise. Allow me to grant you a gift, in case you reconsider. It is a virgin blade, and thirsts for blood.
Okay.
Now, I bid you farewell. I do hope we'll meet again soon.
So you can talk to him about all stuff. I'm not going to.
Your path is
You interrupted me for a 1 hour nap? Get out of here. So the reason why we actually did this is because you're only supposed to be able to get this person. Oh, he left. Okay. We're only supposed to be able to get loosen the chance to appear to us when we kill an innocent soul, but we didn't kill any innocents. We've only killed bandits and marauders. Well, according to the game, whenever we do the mercy killing in that's not the arena, in the arena for the Grey Prince, you'll see a pop-up that said like someone saw you kill him, pretty much. Because according to the game, it wasn't a normal fight. Now this also happens when you were to use a area of effect spell, even when when you and your opponent are in the starting areas. So if you're able to cast, like I showed with I think it was the fire spell, I was able to throw one from a very far away, and I was still able to hit the opponent, and we got that same message. Or I think it says like your kill was witnessed by something unknown or something like that. So if you want to be able to do this without getting any sort of bounty or infamy, this infamy is actually from the Crown of Catharsis from Ivalon. But if you don't want to get any infamy through any means, I definitely do recommend doing the what is it, the Grey Prince one? Wherever that is? Yeah, this one right here. So definitely do this quest, and then you'll be able to get that for free, pretty much.
What is it?
Wait, didn't the thing say something about a rune? What? Okay. Yeah, didn't it say something about a rune? Oh, what the? Okay. What? Okay. I'm gonna need to read that again, though. Okay, let's go read that again. The dragon's breath will light the way, comes the king, to the rune will say. To the rune. Is that you by chance? Because your name is Rune. So, comes the king to the rune will say.
Ah, what do you want?
You have a custom voice, that's a good sign. Comes the king.
What? You have come at last. For many years I have waited to hear those words. You are the chosen one, yes? Strange. You're not of pure blood, but no matter. You have the words, and the Great One shall rise again. But come, let me show you the way.
All right. That's a good sign. All right. They're heading in the right direction. It's a good sign. Come on, Rune. Come on, Rune. Go faster. Alright. I need to sneak in here because we will be considered trespassing. And because I don't remember if there's actually anybody in here. Come on, Tess. Quickly. Quickly now. Get in the room. Get in the room. Why aren't you sneaking? Where'd he go? Come on, Tess. Gotta close the door. Come on. Oh, good. You can close the door. Nice. Oh, what's this? Hello there, buddy.
Ah, the joy of your coming. Before you use the dragon's breath on the shield,
What?
you must speak your true name.
Oh, okay. true name?
I have not heard the true speech in so long. What is your true name?
My name is Drathus, and I am known as the Dark King, of course.
You are not of the true race, are you?
What?
You're just some foul treasure hunter.
I never told you I was.
You will not defile his body.
His body? What are you talking about? Oh. He was level 20? He died in one shot. I am not surprised. Hello, Tess. What do you have? Dagger of the Dynamo. Ooh, that's a nice dagger, actually. Resist cold pants. That's actually kind of nice. Resist frost by 20 points. It's pretty good. Extra. You get 8 armor when you're wearing this. It's pretty nice. And you can keep your iron dagger. Okay. Bleh. There's no visible way to open this door. That is indeed true. He said something about Dragon's Breath on the shield, so let's go try. Actually, how do you do that? I can't interact with the shield. Whoa, that was very, very laggy. Whoa, okay, so apparently if you collide with the shield, it lags the game. Good to know. Let's see here. Let's go all the way over here. Let's go and torch, maybe? Maybe a torch will do it? I still want you to hold your torch. Let's try the Dragon's Breath. Oh, the shield began to glow as soon as I pulled out the dragon torch. Flame shield. There's no visible way to open this door. Do you know how to get the shield off the thing? No. Okay. Oh, there you go. There's still no door handle, though. Oh, the door opens now. Eh? Okay. We don't need the dragon torch anymore. Yeah, you're summoned. Oh wait, did we get experience for that summon? Maybe that Drora didn't give us any experience because maybe it was like it was before it got summoned because literally it was still in the effect. Maybe. What's over here? Ooh, sorry, wrong way. Ow. What is that? Ooh, a dwarven bow. Did you have... Oh, you didn't have dwarven arrows, though. What did this guy have? Tess, where did you put that other guy? Where did he go? Oh, he's in here. An elven bow. Ooh. What's over here? Ooh, a chest. Arrow of fire, strong potion of healing, and gold. I didn't get anything cool in here. Tess, the game's being mean to me. It didn't give me any cool items. I want some relics from this mod. How will we ever actually be able to get some cool items if the game doesn't give it to us? Okay, I'm joking, okay. Where are we going? Okay, so we have 2 shields, so that's cool. Actually, let's go take a look at them. Any of them are actually really strong. Fire shield, that means we get extra armor. We also get resist fire. Resist fire. So we resist fire 25%. And fortify endurance. Okay. Is there a reason why you have resist fire twice? Or did the person who made the enchantments think that fire shield did something else? I don't know. It just looks weird. Because it looks like you could have just put, like, the protection... No, what is it called? Is it protect or shield? Yeah, I could have just put, like, shield 10 and resist fire 25, maybe? Or maybe he didn't want to put, like, higher than 20 kind of thing on something like that. Oh, that might be why. Because if this one has frost shield, then he probably didn't want this one to be different because it has resist fire twice. But I'm pretty sure you could probably get rid of resist fire for, like, light or something like that, and it would still make sense because it's a fire shield. It should create light if it's made of flames, in a sense. I don't know. And this one, feather. Feather's actually pretty nice. Fortify intelligence. Fortify intelligence is pretty good too. It's kind of useless to us because the more magicka we have, sure we get to use more magic, but the longer it'll take for us to actually regenerate it. If we ever had a chance for that. Nice. Oh, what's this? Got another potion of cure disease. Nice. there's another path that I can go through, so I'm gonna go do that. I think that's the way to actually go. So what's over here then? Tess, if you would kindly speed up, that would be wonderful. Me and my rake shall destroy you. Ghost. Oh, this just leads you to the same room. Getting some sweet stuff that we can sell. Nice. Let's try and go over there. Maybe there's something hidden over there. I'll try not to use the map, because I know the map's just going to spoil different ways, and plus I know that there's one area in which the map does not help. So I'm trying not to use the map so I can avoid needing to do that. Anyway, conjure that storage again. Let's do this. Let's try this out. Yay. Yeah, we probably won't do the Dark Brotherhood next session, because depending on how long this mod is, I know it's longer than most mods. So this one might take like 2, maybe even 3 sessions. Technically, what was it? Lost Spires, I think, shouldn't have taken like 3 sessions. It should have taken like 2. But the first one I wanted to assess the damage, I think, and then I think for the second session would be the full, I think. Unless I'm thinking like of the mod playthrough, because I know the mod playthrough I could have done longer than usual. Hey, look at that. Nice. Cool area. What's over here? If I can even make it to the end. What's over here? Hi. And who are you, buddy? An elven lich. You didn't have anything on him. Ah! I thought you were summoned. Greater Staff of Lightning. That's kind of cool. I'm going to save the game. Should probably keep doing that, now that I know that there's some things with Reflect. Shadone Blade of Flame. What is this? Ooh, it's a fire blade. Anything else secret over here? What's that? Oh, it's a rock. Oh, I thought it was a head. It was the top of a... Okay, so, like, all I see is this. So I'm thinking, like, there's something in the water. Like, of course it's, like, dark, right? So all I see is, like... can I get the angle again? Like, it looks like that. So the first thing I think, if there's something in the water, like, the water's moving, and it's like... What is that? It's a rock. Oh, okay. That kind of surprised. Wait, what? What? There's like a hidden wall over here. It's like an invisible wall there. Why? Why is there an invisible wall there? You look kind of cool. And down in the water we go. What? Why is Tess unconscious? Tess, what are you doing? Who did you face? Who are you fighting? Did you fight Ivan? Is that why you're dying? I don't know why you're fighting Ivan. He's not even here. Let's go and summon Tess. What? Okay, let's go and... Okay, well, whatever. Alright. With Lord Cube's support, we have defeated the enemy. Ooh, Boots of the Calming Sea. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna go pick up everything. I'm trying to see if I can get Tess to appear right before us. I don't think that's going to be possible, unfortunately. There we go. Come on, Tess. There you go. Perfect. You don't need your sword out, Tess. There's no enemies nearby. I'm not even joking. There's no enemies nearby. Oh, there is an enemy. It's an archer. I'll let Tess deal with the archer while I deal with the zombies. The zombies have been dealt with. Perfect. Alright, now that that's done, where are we going? The Cathedral of the Goddess. Cool. I don't know what's over here, though. This doesn't really look like a cathedral. This looks more like a crypt. They should call it the Crypt of the Goddess. I almost said Crypt of the Cathedral. They have a rake. Is there an enemy over there? Oh yeah, would you look at that? Nice. Is that a skeleton? I wonder what he has. He's got a strong potion of healing for us and gold. Nice. He gives us free money. Okay, I know there's an area has these deadly traps, and unfortunately they are very, very strong. So I have to be very, very careful, but I don't think this is the area. I think there's an area that looks a lot like this that has it. Good job, Tess. With our teamwork, there is no one that can stand up to us. You don't have anything. You got a battle axe. Wish there was an indestructible torch, but it's fine. Oh, hey, look, would you look at that? What's over here? Of course, you got rid of my torch. I'm not surprised. Ooh, what's this? Shadow Bolt of the Soul. Soul Trap and Absorb Magicka. That's actually not that bad. That doesn't have anything. That doesn't have anything. Actually, one artifact that I was trying to think of trying to add into my mod was a bow of some kind. But I don't know any mods that actually have like a bow as like the final reward, or like have a bow as like a major piece kind of thing of the mod. Like, oh yeah, like if you were to like reference this mod, you'd be like, oh yeah, the shadow weapons or something like that. Arrow of Winter. Huh. Lord Cube is with us. Actually, it's kind of funny that I mentioned Lord Cube, because technically Drathis doesn't believe in gods. So it's kind of funny. Or I should say the Dark King itself doesn't believe in gods. Not really Drathis, but more so like the Dark King itself doesn't believe in gods. It's like the one person from the Vermina shrine. Or was it a different person? I don't remember. Where it's like, where they're like, oh yeah, Daedric princes, like, you know, they actually like do things, but gods, they don't do anything. Drathis is kind of on the same page. The difference is that like he understands that there are gods. He just finds them weak because they don't actually do anything. Trying to find out if that one skeleton had a weapon that I didn't pick up, but I don't think so. I think I picked them all up. Yeah, I said this during a CircuitCraft video, but I'm gonna say it here as well. I've been trying to add something to my mod for a while now. So that way, though, like, we can kind of just not have to rely so much on Tess here. It is a companion. I am not going to, like, kind of hide that fact. And I am trying to... like, get that companion to be finished. But, like, unfortunately, I have yet to find any motivation to go and actually continue to get the companion to work. And as unfortunate as it is, that is actually the truth. Shadow Staff of Draining. Ooh, nice. Is there anything in this? No? Aw, so sad. So, like, I'm trying to, like, get the companion all finished up, and then I can't find time to go and do it because, like, I don't really want to do it anymore. It's one of those things, like, you think, like, oh, it's gonna be simple because it's all pretty much mostly done for you in a sense. Or like you have an idea and it's mostly already done. You just need to do a little bit of check. Ooh, that's a sapphire, nice. Ooh. Okay. So like for me though, like trying to find the motivation to actually go and finish it off is not there. And there's also something I need to do for a Minecraft series that I want to do, and I've been finding more time to go and do that, although it is very, very small though. I've been chipping at it for a week now, trying to get at least a little bit of progress done on it each and every day. And I know I should do the same thing for this, but like I just can't find it. Oh. What? Okay. Nice. Ooh. Ooh. Very dangerous. That reminds me of like my deadly experimental arrow from like Minecraft, where I was able to make a command that gives you like an arrow that does a bunch of debuffs. What's over here? Ooh. Nothing. Flawed diamond. It's fine. What about over here? Flawed diamond. And more flawed diamonds. Cool. Alrighty then. Okay, I don't remember if there's actually a specific thing to do in this. I'm just gonna put them down here. So you need to put down your 2 shields here. Now I don't know if there's a specific way. I do have a walkthrough just in case I forget how to do a puzzle or something like that. Let's see here. Okay, it says to put the flame shield here and then the jade shield over there. So maybe there is... I know we have to turn them. Although I personally don't see a reason why you would need to have specific shields in specific areas. They should be the same like it should be the same thing. Then we have to head over here. I don't know if there's actually a staircase leading over here. There probably is, and I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let's go and explore this area. Would you look at that? A skeleton! Maybe he has a clue for us. No? Yeah, the thing that's weird, or the thing that confuses me about most of this stuff is like there's vampires in the cave that supposedly nobody cracked, so how is there vampires there in the first place? Unless the ones that sealed that cave are the vampires, which is kind of weird that they would seal themselves instead of, like, keeping a back door or something like that. But then again, how did that one guy get in, though, too? That is another question. Yeah, so this is it. I think after this, you can take the shields. Yeah, you can take the shields and nothing bad would happen. So let's go take a look at the white shield. So if we're going by themes, the flame shield resists fire, or resists flame. Jade resists frost. Then the white shield should have shock shield then, in relation to what else it should have. Shock shield resists shock, very interesting. Huh. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a god darn minute. It resists shock more. Okay, these need to be changed a little bit. Either that or maybe they originally had different effects and then nobody liked it, so they changed it to like be like, instead of light it would be like resist fire, and then the other one was like resist like shock. 500 experience for an easy location? Are you joking? Well, we found something, I guess. Can we get in this area? He's a key. Okay, I need a key for that. What about this area, though? Oh, we don't need a key for this. The door won't budge. Alright, that's it, Tess. We're gonna break down the door! With Lord Cube's powers, we'll be able to break through. Doesn't look like it. This door's stronger than our divine powers with the Lord Cube. So let's go here. The service area. Let me guess. Won't budge. Oh, okay. Guess we're able to get in, Tess. Good. So what's over here? Oh no, we got some skeletons here. You go deal with them, Tess. While I try out this shuttle bolt of the soul. Oh, alright. Wait, undead monk. Cool. Alright there, Tess. You've dealt with them superbly. Why does the icon look like it's been drawn? Weird. I have to say, the bow does actually look kind of cool. Alright, Tess. Let us go. Yeah, I know a bit about archery in this game, yeah? I used bows before. I just don't like that you can't, when you grab, like, the arrow. I'll use an iron one just as a showcase. Like, in Skyrim, when you draw your bow and then you're like, okay, like, you know, I'm done, you can just click, I think it's, like, sheath, and the arrow returns back to your inventory. But for Oblivion, you actually have to fire it, so that you can actually return it, and that's actually kind of bad, because if you actually have an enchanted arrow, it has a chance, like, it'll slowly disappear, and if you don't know that, you lose an arrow. Alright, Tess, deal with it. Actually, I don't remember something, and I might have to figure it out later on. I'm trying to remember it. Is it the arrow that has to be enchanted, or is it the bow that has to be enchanted for it to hit ghosts? Because if the bow's enchanted but the arrows aren't, technically it shouldn't work. Oh, okay. I found a key and a letter on an old skeleton. It looks like some sort of battle happened here. Where did all these undead come from? A monk's letter, monastery quarters keys, and bone meal. I'll take all that. Oh. The door stuck fast. I'll have to find another way around. I guess we had to do that. Okay. Wait, where's that door then? In relation to, like, what we were doing? Is it that one? Oh no, it's not like we went around or anything. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of wanted to put something like this at like the basement of like the lodge and stuff like that, but I went against that because, like, I don't know, like having a big basement area like this just seems overkill in my opinion. So I went, nah. And I went against it, but like, it's still something that I'm very interested in. I wonder if there's more ghosts around, just in case there isn't. Blah, 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 blah. How many? I have arrow of fire. Nice. I don't mind using enchanted arrows. I just don't really want to use them all the time. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep them. What? There you go. All right. We shall use the Chateau Blade of Flame. Ooh, shiny. Hello there. Lord Cube will have to forgive me for disrespecting the rake by not using it. But don't worry, Lord Cube. I shall re-equip it, for this sword is actually pretty weak. Lord Cube, please forgive me. I shall reuse the rake. And spread your divine judgment around. Oh, okay. Hey, look, a battle axe. I'll take that meal. Fine, I'll take it. Anything over here? What's this? Nothing. Cool hourglass, bro. Another hourglass. Man, these guys like collecting hourglasses, man. They were like, this is my sweet hourglass that I got from Chayton Hall. Don't steal it. Then I can't wait for the one person that's like, I stole all the hourglasses. Can't wait to find like the one room that has like a bunch of hourglasses in there. Then it's like, my theory that they all were collecting hourglasses is actually right. They all have hourglasses, man, bro. What? What was that? Hello? Game? Oh, sweet. This guy's got money. And, oh, he didn't collect hourglasses. Either that or he got his stolen. Or maybe this guy was collecting that hourglass, and this guy stole it. Not very much of a monk now, is he? If he's gonna steal someone's hourglass. Got a parchment. That's nothing. What are you doing? Ah! Alright. Time to test out my theory. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've actually had to do something like that, so... Okay, so the bow is what does it, okay. I'm guessing the arrow just adds like an extra effect. If that makes any sense. So it's like you can have double the enchantments if you actually just use the like an enchanted arrow. Faded Wraith. Ooh, Faded Wraith. Sounds pretty strong. What's in here? A journal. Father Superior key and a bone meal. Interesting. You also have said hourglass as well? That's it. That's how I'm gonna remember this one. I'm gonna find a bunch of hourglasses. That's what it is. Did this guy have an hourglass? I don't think so. Alright. Okay, I keep thinking that I did not pick up the bow that this one had. So I've been looking on the ground for a while because I keep thinking like something kicked it or something like that. And I'm trying to like take a brief look now and just trying to see like if I can find it, because that's extra free money for us. That means we can finish off everything with like a bajillion amounts of gold. I don't care if bajillion is not a number. Who cares? Alright, let's read the monk's letter. Dearest Malcolm, you may never get this letter. I am drowning in a sea of undead. Undead who were once my family. They are outside the door right now. I only hope this letter makes it to you. I tried locking the demon inside of the living quarters, but it did no good. I hear him even now, like a scarab skittering across my mind. Tell our mother that I love her. Even after what happened, I love you as well, little brother. May the three have mercy on us all. Dax. Okay, journal. 21, first seed. Actually, you know what? I just want to check how many pages. Okay, it's not that bad. My long search has ended. The monks of the three have taken me in and give me respite. The dank silence here is like a balm to my troubled soul. I only hope the day will come when I know peace again. That was the 21st of first seed, third era, 233. That seems pretty recent because we're in third era, 344. So that's actually not that bad. Not that long. The first of Rain's Hand, third era, year 233. I don't know what 233 means. I'm gonna say like year. My life here in the monastery is a godsend. My days consist of solitary meditation and contemplation. Then why do I feel so restless? The 23rd of Rain's Hand, third era, year 233. The dreams have started again. I try to drown them in meditation, but the peace I once felt starts to elude me. There are times when my mind slips into silence that I think I hear whispering. But no, that is nothing. That is nothing but the dreams speaking. I will get some rest tonight. Second of second seed, third era, year 233. The Father Superior has not spoken to me in days. Even since I told him about the dream, I feel the peace I held here dissipating like so much dust. And yet I must stay. I must atone for my sins. If only I could sleep. The 10th of second seed, third era. No year, apparently. I cannot stand the silence any longer. When I visit the chapel of the three, all I hear is the whispering like an insect burrowing into my mind. The voice crawls across my soul, but I cannot hear the words. It is my treasure that speaks to me. I think it's, is it my treasure instead of, or is he did he write is twice? Okay. Is it my treasure that speaks to me? No, surely not. It is a stone. Nothing more. It must be the dreams that are poisoning my mind. I will not sleep at all. Maybe that will stop the whispering. Third era, year 233. I claim victorious from my enemies. I hear them snicker. Behind my back, looking at me through stone-filled eyes, the dreams they send cannot come because I will not sleep. The waking is my world, and the days pass, and I grow stronger, and nothing they do will change that. Even the voice tells me so. Tells me about the dreams and the lies. Tells me to forget and forgive. Dreams, 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 dreams. I see black mountains and worlds of gray and stone. Beautiful people, my love. My love's waiting and watching. Watching me as I see the eyes and breasts and legs and hair. They are waiting for me for the door, but I can't, shouldn't, won't. The blood is too much, my sins too real. I will not take the treasure, and into the sun I will not. I see now, I see the light of the three, I see the beauty, all will be blood. To the three I call, to the dead I fall, the way is open. Cool. Guess we used the key. Alright, what's in here? Ah! That was it. Huh. Okay. Is there more hourglasses in here? No. I feel like this should have more hourglasses than any of the other rooms. Nope. Let's go. The living quarters. You mean those weren't the living quarters? Ha, you can't hit me. Lord Cube has given me his grace. He's given me the power to exact his divine judgment. Lord Cube has demanded blood. Alright, Cathedral of the Three. Oh good, my bodyguard decided to show up. Who was that? Who are you? Father Superior! That's funny. You don't really look so superior anymore. Ectoplasm, nice. Huh. Okay, so we have a king here. I'm guessing we have like a queen and their pet dragon. I'm kidding about the pet dragon part. But, yeah, king because of the crown. It's a very creepy statue. Kind of looks like one of those movies where you have like the crazy old lady kind of smile. Very creepy. And we have a dragon here. Cool. Can I leave though? Can't leave through there. The door won't budge still. What about here? Nothing. For this, nothing. What about trying to activate said statues? Nothing. These statues cannot be activated for whatever reason. Maybe the skeleton has something. A grand amulet of illusion. Is there an invisible wall? Is this like Dark Souls? No. That wall's not invisible. That wall's not invisible either. That wall's not invisible either. Lord Cube has given me his divine judgment. I will find these secret passages. Curse you, dragon statue, for being in my way. Alright. What? Okay, that was weird. Alright, we tried everything. We didn't try down there, but I don't really feel like going down there. Ooh, the White King with the eyes. When I lifted the helmet, I noticed a small piece of parchment inside the lining. I wonder what it says. I wonder what it says too. That's not the right spell. This is the right spell. Who's that? What's that over there? Whatever, we're gonna read. A scrap of paper. Song of 3. 6, I think. Yeah, I think that's 6. That's either 6 or 11, but I think that's actually 6. A bunch of numbers. Cool. Hello, Tess. Who are you?
Who are you? Why are you here?
I could ask the same of you.
You seek the heart, do you not?
How do you know?
Why else would you be in such an unholy place as this?
What do you mean unholy?
Tell me, who is your employer? How did you come to be here?
I don't have to explain myself.
Do not vex me, human. I have had the most foul day.
I'm actually a Dark King. You really think that you're strong enough to even hit me? Man, you really suck. You're stuck on a bench. What is wrong with you? What a weird person. Gets stuck on a bench. Whoops, I am stuck. Alright. Alright, time to store all this stuff, and then we get to see what's going on with, I don't even think she told us her name. I don't think I have anything else I can get rid of. As unfortunate as that is, I think that's actually the truth. Yeah, I'll have to keep everything on me. Alright. Aha! Ooh. Where's your weapon? Aha, your weapon's right there. I'll collect your bone meal. And then jump around you. And then collect this guy's bone meal. Alright, Tess, we're gonna leave this person behind. Uh-oh. I don't know how to leave. That's right, the basement. The basement. Aha! Oh no! They thought of this. She thought of this. She locked the door with her magic. I guess we're gonna have to beat her up.
Know this, treasure hunter. Yours is not the only foot to walk these halls this day.
Okay.
Nor is the treasure you seek worth hunting. Give up this quest, and keep your soul intact. We will speak again. For now, I must discover the origin of these undead. Remember my words.
Okay. Still don't know who you are. The strange pale elf used a foreign spell to teleport out. I've never seen the like, although I've heard of recall ones used in Morrowind. Still, I'm chasing clues and phantoms. With the heart still not here, I should head it back to Inar and see if he has any more clues. What? Anyway, it's fine. Right. Oh, whatever force was holding the door closed is gone now. Ooh, it's gone now. Oh, I thought Tess was gone. I was like, what? Tess, you're supposed to be following me. Is what bodyguards are supposed to do. Is supposed to follow their client. And she's like, but you're not paying me, so you're not my client. It's like, yes, I am. I'm the Dark King. I don't need to pay you. Alright. Yeah. I don't know where we were heading from before. I think it was over here, maybe? Nope. This is where we came from. Actually, why am I doing this? I am such a fool. Why didn't I not do the thing? Oh, man. Oh, I am such a fool. Why? I do it all the time. Why is it that this time is the one time that I forget that I can do it? You can fast travel from here. Why is this the one and only time that I have not done that? Oh, whatever. It's fine. I don't need a torch anymore.
That's a real shame.
Who said that? Was it you? Was it you? Was it Tess? Did Tess sound like a man to actually like say that's a shame? Who knows? I don't really care. I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to unequip the torch because I don't need it anymore. You haven't even needed to unlock anything, so I'm kind of sad that I grabbed the skeleton key and haven't needed to use it once. Yes. Hello, Inar.
So how do you fare?
I fare very well. I've been chasing ghosts all day.
Aye, you did good. Now let me see. Why, this is just a bunch of numbers, isn't it?
Indeed.
The only thing I can think of is that the Song of the Three refers to a group of books Jörn wrote while in the monastery long ago.
Okay.
The numbers might be page number, line number, and then characters. So 1, 2, 3 would be page 1, line 2, character 3, including spaces.
Ugh.
You'll need the first volume. I had it long ago, but had to sell it to Phintius over in the first edition of Imperial City. See if he still has it.
What do you know of a pale elf by any chance?
Tell me more. I haven't heard of an elf like this. Pale of skin and covered in tattoos. I'll look into it.
Oh, okay. Well, we had a great adventure over there, Tess. I think it's about time we sleep. I'll sleep for 24 hours. Oh, what happened? Where am I? What happened? Why am I naked? Hello there.
Flies they came,
Okay.
bodies falling.
Okay.
The heart was destroyed by foul hands.
Okay. That looks really cool.
Now we wait in darkness.
Oh.
Waiting for you. little fly.
Hey, unhand me! What happened? What happened? Tess. Tess, what happened? Did I not do something to me? What did you do to me? Okay. 24 hours. Alright, there you go. Alright, here we go. We have now fully rested, Tess. Now we can begin our adventure yet again. Alright. So Anna said that I should go to talk to Fintius over the first edition. Let's go do that. Haven't seen Fintius in quite a while. I believe the last time we've spoken to him, we were dealing with Serada. And Tess has vanished. Tess doesn't like us.
Hello.
Wait, did she follow us in the dream? Is that what happened? Hi. Too many people! Alright, first edition. Alright. Who are you?
Well, hello there.
Hello. That's all you're gonna say. Alright. That's something else, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Tess?
How can I help?
Are you... No, you're still broken.
How can I help?
Wait here, blah blah blah, okay.
How can I help?
You should follow me, yes. Blah blah blah, alright, Tess. I need you to watch this guy. I think he's a bit suspicious. He looks very, very suspicious. Hello, Fintius.
What do you want?
I'm sorry? Thought we were good friends. Oh, what happened? Alright. Let's see here. You hate me if I go do that. You love me if I do that. That is a very big shame.
You're wasting your breath.
Fine, and I will bribe you to be very happy with me.
For me? Excellent.
There you go. Now let's repeat
Be
this.
seeing you. It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Better. Song of the Three.
Not my favorite work.
Really, you don't like it? So you have it then?
I happen to have a copy of, but I'm afraid it is a special order.
Special order, you say? Alright, I'll buy it for 200 gold.
I hope you'll keep us in mind for all your specialty book needs.
Thank you. Let me see. If I write all the numbers into the back of the book from the scrap of paper, I won't have to switch back and forth. Sure. Now to see what it says. Sure. Alright, let's see here. Of course, it's very... course. Yes. Very interesting. Yes. I know what it says. It says to use the translation spell. What? How dare you! Lord Cube has given you his divine judgment. He has judged you unworthy to be in my presence. You can have your clothes back. You can have that, and sure, you can have this because I know how much you like the coarse linens. Yeah. Okay, you can. Yeah, that's everything. All right. Hello. What are you doing?
My, that was exciting. I couldn't help overhearing when you spoke to Fintius. You're looking for information about the Cult of the Three?
What are you talking about? What's it to you?
I think we might be able to help each other. Although it depends on who you work for.
What? Everyone keeps asking me this.
One cannot be too careful. Those hunters? I've been attacked by them before.
What do you have in mind?
Well, we could help each other. I have a trinket of the three, but I'm not sure how to use it. You obviously have the knowledge I need to use it, so I propose an alliance of sorts.
Okay. Sure.
Splendid! Lead on and we'll see where the road takes us.
How do you know of the heart?
I've studied all over Morrowind for years, and I came across a reference to the Heart of the Dead. I traced the information here. I've hit a bit of a standstill, though. That's where you come in.
Well, maybe you should move so you're not standing still. What do you think of me?
Oh, hey, I hardly know you.
I agree, but what do you think of me anyway? What is the trinket that you have?
I bought it from a businessman of sorts. It's a pendant, but strangely the symbol is of the goddess Mara.
What does Mara have to do with this?
Well, if you read that book you just bought, you'll see that it references a goddess of death. My research has led me to a troubling conclusion.
What do you mean?
The cult of the Three goes back millennia. They worshipped three of the original gods who fled Tamriel when it was created. There was the Father of Dragons, the White King, and the Death Goddess. Little is known about them, except that the goddess is some aspect of Mara. The cult referred to her as their stolen goddess.
Okay, then. Alright, so since we need to use the translation spell in order to read the book... Wait a minute. How did you read it already? That's a bit suspicious. The only person who I know who gave me the spell was Anar. Did Anar maybe ask other people to do it? Maybe. Maybe not. Come, ye followers of the blood, ye cursed ones of twigs and mud, many blackened heart and naked mind, of follow blood that threatens all to walls of stone I bring behind. Came the three by full moon's light, decisions made by errant might, to see the heart of one's insane. By weary stains they came to be, three gods they were, of separate pain. One was lost, but God is true. God is true. Interesting. Lost of love and failures too. Goddess of despair and death. Is that the one he's referring to? But he's wrong. She's not just the goddess of death, she's also the goddess of despair as well. Loading hatred from the sea, she of disease and naked breath. One was near the heart of flame, with searing breath and scales the same, twisted black, his altar the blade. Okay. With pools of stars he came to lie, god of flame and hatred made. The final one his spirit grave, his eyes of death they never save. King of blood, of hate and pain, hero of tricksters, wool and thieves, his pain, the key to madness same. Three were born under darkened moons, they came with pain and scarlet bones, to shake the earth and black the skies, or the dead shall rise. Then you have this. Okay, so 1, and then 17. I'm gonna do one letter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is it S? There's no way that it's a space, because that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Where is it? Okay, I want to see if this actually has it already pre-translated for you. Okay. Okay, so you can... Okay. Okay, so... S. So... It would be this one, yeah, so... I might have skipped one letter, maybe, or I counted 2 L's as one letter, or something, I don't know. Okay, so... It says, let's see here. Symbol at town of the slain hero. At altar of goddess stole, the town of the slain hero is coral. Oh, it just literally just screams it out to you, okay. And the altar is Mara's altar. Oh, no, wait, it doesn't actually do it. Okay. That's just the walkthrough explaining what it was. Okay. I was like, wow, that's very good. Like, it's just screaming and thing. It's like, Coral, Mora. Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess, yeah, no, it doesn't tell you. Alright. If you don't know what it is, you can apparently head to Anar, and you can apparently tell him to translate it for you. And he'll do it. I've actually never done this, so I'm actually kind of curious what this actually does. Anar, I need help.
What do you need?
Book hint.
My eyes are too weak to work through this puzzle. Just look at the numbers. Page, line, character. It'll tell you where to go next. Are you back again? I told you my eyes are too weak to see the letters. Fine, you've badgered me enough. Let me look at the damn paper.
I wrote it at the back of the book.
Let's see. Let me write the clues down. Page 1, line 6. There we go. Okay, here it is. Symbol at Town of Slain Hero. At Altar of Goddess Stole. Town of the Slain Hero is obviously Coral. It talks of an altar, but I'm not sure what Goddess Stole is. You'll have to figure out the rest.
Can I badger you further?
Here, I'll write it down for you in nice big letters for your simple mind. You have your clue. Now leave me alone.
Who's gonna tell me? Fine, it's a Mara or something. That's gonna be funny. Alright, just because you called me a very simple mind, I cannot abide by you disrespecting the Dark King. Even though that I do not have the armor on, I still cannot accept your insults. Alright. Alright, Dublin.
Yes?
I need you to follow me. Not stand still like that. Thank you very much. Alright.
Good to see you.
Something I can do for you.
Reynold Germain has terrible memory. We've met many times, but when I saw him in Shadenhall, he walked right past me like we were strangers.
Go on.
Okay.
I was in Shadenhall last
Alright,
week. And
Dublin. We're not going to go and do the hard thing right now. We're going to go and...
Welcome to the...
We're going to go and get a bed.
There's one available for the night, if you're interested.
10 gold, I'll take it.
The room is up.
Alright, thank you.
Be seeing
Good to hear.
I heard someone broke into the Mages Guild.
Let's wait until the night time.
Good day.
Good day.
I heard that someone broke into the Mages Guild. What?
It's you.
Anyway,
Fine.
let us go.
Good.
Alright, let's wait until early morning. Alright, Dublin, now that it is morning, let us go and continue onward with our adventures. Probably like, you didn't get us to bed. I don't care. I'm the one who spent 10 gold. You guys don't get a bed. You guys get the couch or the bench or whatever. There's probably a bench out here you probably could have slept on. I don't know. And Tess, well, she gets the other side of the bed, if you know what I mean. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we gotta go what?
Here's the symbol of Mara. Just make sure to keep me involved with whatever you do.
Okay. That depends on what I have to do. And why did you go here to there? You have the symbol. What do we do now? I don't know. Why don't you have a voice? It's weird. I thought this mod was supposed to be fully voice acted. Apparently not. Apparently it's only on certain things. Alright. So, Stolen Goddess. Wait, didn't he say something about Mara being a stolen goddess? So, let's just go do this. Make a pilgrimage to the shrine of Ma, and henceforth receive a blessing at Ma's holy altars. Dang it, man. Oh, there are runes scattered into the stone behind the door. I can't read them, though. That's fine, game, because we can with this translation spell. Ahem. With the spell cast, I can make out the eyes of the king shall see. The eyes of the king shall see? Maybe it's that helmet that we picked up, Tess. It could be the helmet. Alright, let's go find out if it's the helmet. The White King. Eyes. Damn. As soon as I put the helmet on, I feel weakened and drained. It must be some kind of curse. Alright. Show the symbol and pass. Here we go. I hold up the pendant, and there's a flash of white light. Dublin grabs my arm, get off me, and then I fall forward into nothing. Where are we?
One thing I have to give you, you're never boring.
I'm not.
So, where are we?
I thought you knew. I have no idea.
Well, all I know is that you started to disappear. So I grabbed your arm.
That's a good sign.
Then, we're here. I guess good old Jörn has more surprises for us.
He does.
That helmet seems to be a key. I'll follow your lead.
You do that. I want some advice.
Not sure what to do next. You lead, and I'll follow through this foul place.
Okay, you don't need to disrespect the place that we're in. God! Right, Tess? You don't need to disrespect this place. What is this? Not again. Do I need to translate this as well? The door of symbols marks the way. The final prize and enlightened day. 5. There are symbolic keys. Set in stone, the altars bring... Use these keys to break the lock. 5. They are to push the flock. Are you saying that these things are sheep now or something like that? Hey, look, a shield. This thing looks kind of cool. Look at that. Oh, I can't actually show it off. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Cool. It's probably practically not really what I'm looking for. That's a cool symbol. What does this say? My shell will burn with ice and flame. I take the pain in stinging breath. My bones are stout, protecting frame. But slip inside will find my death. The 3 they came, under darkness divine, give to you your shadow, and rewards will be thine. Alright, well it says something about fire and ice, so I'm gonna guess that it's like a protection thing, so maybe it is the shield that we picked up. Looks like some kind of spell was cast upon it. Looks like it turned to stone.
What do you need?
What do you have to say about
The
this?
riddle seems to indicate that you need to put something in the casket in order to get something. A shadow of some sort.
We already have the stone.
The riddle seems to indicate...
Yeah, we already have the answer for that.
The riddle...
Alright, let's go and explore this area. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in here. Alright, Tess. And I guess Dublin as well. We can't forget about Dublin, apparently. Let us go through this area. And maybe it will lead us to victory. Perhaps this will lead us to the heart of the dead. Oh, is that a flaming skeleton over there? My torch has vanished. You're a Dublin skeleton. A shadow axe and a shadow shield. We got another shadow shield. Is there anything in here? Nope. Okay, okay, so we have a dragon hint. Well, that's good. Alright. Can't read that, unfortunately. But that's okay. We have a translation. Use the eyes to see through walls. And at those times when progress falls, the dragon's breath will light the fire. To praise the 3 and light the pyre. Whatever that means.
What do you need?
What do you have to say about this?
The riddle seems to...
No, this riddle does not indicate it. It says something about the eyes. So do I have to wear it then? But is it talking about something in here though? Like maybe the eyes will reveal something that I don't know? Okay. Maybe there's a hidden illusion wall? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Maybe if I hit the wall with the eyes equipped, maybe it'll do something? Oh! Oh, okay. I did something. Nice. No, you don't have to hit the wall for it to work. The eyes will make it invisible.
What in the name of the Nine? You walked right through that wall.
Yep.
The helmet obviously has strange powers.
You could also say that the rake also
I'm
has
afraid
strange
I
powers.
won't be able to follow.
Oh.
I'll wait here for you to return. But you'd better keep your promises.
Nope. I'm going to leave you. Ha 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 ha. Okay. I'm going to do this because I know for a fact that something bad is going to happen. Hey, look! Some strange liquid. Strange liquid. Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything because my spell absorption just stole it. Nice. I don't need your strange liquid. I have healing vitality. Oh, wait, that's not even on here. Hello there, skeleton. I have my armor of the White King, apparently, or whatever it's called. Is it called the White King? Yeah, the White King eyes. I have the eyes of the White King. Sorry, Tess. You must fall. Alright, it looks like my endurance thing is trying to keep me alive, which is a good sign. But I cannot let it go to my head that I need Tess to be able to handle any battles that prove to be too strong for me. Up. Ah! Alright, we need to conquer that storage. You know what? I'm gonna store like the mod stuff in here for now, or the mod weapons or something like this stuff. Sure, I'll store the flame jade and the white shield in there, so I have more room to actually go and use. Alright, now we'll send all this stuff in here. I have a feeling that we might need the shadow stuff for something, so I'll keep one of the shadow weapons. And we'll keep a shadow shield, just in case. I think that's fine for now. What is that you have holding in your hand? Relinquish it now. What is it? A shadow sword. Doesn't really look like a sword. It looks like a dagger of some sort. Your armor's not really regenerating your health nearly as much, Tess. You won't survive this. Ooh, assist. A weak potion of healing. Very interesting. I shall use the eyes of the White King to be able to see if there's anything hidden in here. Okay then. Shadow sword. A burning archer. And a burning wizard. Alright. Very interesting. Is there anything over here? Alright, Tess. I don't really see too much of anything over here. This looks very suspicious. It's a good thing that the eyes are very helpful for this. A shadow bolt of flame. Cool. Alright, Tess. That's mighty suspicious. Ah, okay. It looks like that the helmet prevents us. Ah, okay. Alright, so it looks like that we should take what the helmet gives us in terms of directions tests. Otherwise, I will fall. Is there perhaps any strange liquid nearby that I can use to heal myself with? Ah, there's some strange liquid. Looks like I'm just not lucky enough. Good job, Jess. Lord Cube has delivered his final judgment onto you. You will not survive. What is over here? Looks like a small force. Didn't realize that you had a shield, good sir. Either that or Tess is just making a mess again. Stop closing the doors behind us. It's ruining our way back. How are we gonna make it over there? Do you have any ideas?
How can I help?
Do you have any ideas, Tess? Doesn't look like you have any ideas. Perhaps the eyes will allow us to see the way. It does. Very interesting. Tess, you are such a fool. Alright, there we go. Oh, Tess. Come. Burning Captain, my butt. No Burning Captain can defeat me. The Dark King, after all. Come on. Tess, you can do it. Come on, there's a staircase right there. Alright, what is this captain holding? Does not holding anything interesting. Although his armor does look very intriguing. A shadow sword. Another one of these altars. A strange wall. Maybe we need to use the translation spell on this. Perhaps this is just like that trigger. Alright, translation spell. My long arm smites with thee, with chasms red and wounds so deep, straight as an arrow or curved like a tree, a knightly tool or kingly seat. The three they came under darkness divine, give to me your shadow, and rewards will be thine. Let's see here. It says something about an arm. And everybody does say a sword is like an extension of your very arm itself. Perhaps it is the Shadow Sword. I am indeed correct. It looks like the door is opening. Tess. Tess? Alright, Tess is no longer with us. Where are we? Wow. Something over there. What does this say? Oh, it's written in Urines runes, alright. Oops. That is not the translation spell. Alright. Let me translate it for you, Tess. It reads, one will light for the goddess, pure, one for the heat of the dragon's lure, one white for the king of all, one black for the enemy's fall. With breath in hand you light the four, then pass through ways and dragon's door. Alright, Tess, I don't know what that means. But I have a feeling that we need to continue on our very way. Very suspicious traps here. Aha! I knew there was a trap here. Fascinating. Looks like the eyes are the only ways to see past this door. Fine. The eyes shall see through the wall. It looks like the eyes will just allow us to pass through at any point we want. Looks like the pillars are breaking down before us. Priceless diamond. Alright. What does this rune say? One word is written, greed. Do I want it? What? It was a diamond. I could sell it and be rich beyond my wildest dreams. Very interesting. Both of these look identical. One is darker than the other. Oh. Very interesting. It's a big room, Tess. I don't think we can do anything in here. Perhaps the eyes will be able to allow me to see. Beyond the very veil. Ah, yes. The eyes allow me to see these paths that lead me to the end goal.
How can I help?
Ah! I didn't even do anything. Okay. You scared me, Tess. There is an altar here with an empty bowl in the center. I can barely make out some sort of ancient incense inside. Is there maybe a translation needed in here? No.
How can I help?
Oops. Nope. And my torch doesn't seem to do anything. Perhaps it wants its specific torch. It's dragon one. Ooh, it wanted the dragon torch. Very interesting. Hurry, Tess. I must rush before the eyes of the White King destroy me. Apparently the White King doesn't want the Dark King to wear his equipment, so he would rather kill me. But whatever, doesn't matter. That's right. This area again. Last time I nearly died. I wonder if there's a possibility that the eyes might be the actual answer here. Let's see here. Ah. Alright, so I don't know what the answer was. It seemed like both the different symbols decided to try and harm me. But I am far stronger than any trap. Ah. Tess, would you look at that? We have successfully lit 2 of the 4 torches. That means that there is only one area we need to go, and that is over here. Ooh. I've seen these before. They are quite deadly, especially in my weakened state. Perhaps the eyes will show me the way. No. Oh, that's right. Tess will just run right through them. Which means it doesn't even matter if I even got the right one. Tess will just ruin it. Strange liquid again. What is this? Is it another greed thing? It is another greed thing. Judging by this, it's one of those drop-down traps. But I have an idea. If I were to just sneak on behind it and sneak up on it, it won't see me. Bye, Tess. You will be missed. I'm joking, Tess. Aha. I am the Dark King, White King. You will not defeat me. Strange liquid. Interesting. Wonder what this is. Nice trap. Too bad it didn't work. White King. Looks like you need to do a better job at protecting your stuff. This one's already lit. Interesting, because I didn't light this one. Alright. Now to run back. Alright, Tess. Tess, you're ruining it. This White King seems to have greatly... This White King has greatly underestimated me. Too bad. But it looks like I shall destroy everything. Poor Tess. Seems to be lost in such a trivial puzzle. Don't worry, Tess. I brought you to me. Alright then. Tess, this is what we've been waiting for. Whatever is past here. Whatever this will lead to. It'll probably be very dangerous. Probably having the dragon dwarf will probably make it even stronger. So let us go. Looks like I've revealed a secret passageway. Let us go, Tess. Hush, Tess. I am sensing a presence in here. There you are. Said a presence, not two, you fool. Surprisingly, there's no shadow weapon here. I wonder if these runes are actually meaning anything. Maybe, but it doesn't seem like I have any need for them. Translation. Strength and might I give to thee, destroyer of wood and flayer of man. One mouth or two will take my fee, a pauper's tool or killer's hand. The three they came under darkness divine, give to me your shadow and rewards will be thine. It says destroyer of wood. Perhaps an axe seems to be the weapon. Although it could be a mace. Looks like it was an axe. Perfect. Oh. The Walk of the Dead hub. That's very interesting up there. Wonder what that is. Anyway, Tess, let us continue onward. Hello, Dublin.
Well, look at that. 1 minute I was sitting by myself, waiting for your return, and the next, I'm here again. I take it you got what you needed? Was there anything else that you saw in there?
There were some more altars there.
Interesting. So it gave you a weapon made of stone? Not very good for fighting. I would also try to remember the symbols on the back of the altar. Jörn does like to be obtuse, doesn't he?
Or cute. I don't know.
Yes?
Alright, so we have explored that area. So let us explore this area then. And Dublin, maybe this time you'll be useful. The Goddess Atrium. What is going on over here? The skeletons are insanely fast. Looks like this one. Ooh, this one has a shadow flame mace. There's an enchanted mace. A shadow dagger. Very interesting. Looks like that skeleton might have actually looted that chest for a weapon. How dare it do so? That chest was rightfully mine! Alright then. Not another one. Why am I not surprised? The eye of the king will light the way, though watery night and darkened day. You walk the path of blessed pain, with breath in hand to spark the flame. Interesting.
Yes? The riddle seems to...
we already know this. Okay, so the reason why I actually did, not talking in Travis' voice, or the Dark King's voice, the reason why I grabbed Dublin Stormfollow is because, sometimes what happens is that when you do get teleported back, he doesn't get teleported back. So that's why I ended up doing that. Alright, so let's go and equip the Eyes of the White King. Do you say anything specific about this?
Yes.
No, you don't even count anymore. How dare you? Don't even say anything like, it looks like I can't help you again. Then I would call you useless. Alright. Trying to use a shadow dagger on me. My companion Tess shall defeat you. But I shall loot your bodies. Do you think that will stop me? Looks like my theory about summons giving me experience was wrong again. Funny, it seems like it works on several enemies, but not all of them. Or were my eyes playing tricks on me again? Doesn't look like there's anything here. Shame. I shall cast buoyancy so that I may breathe underwater for a short time. Which should help me a little bit. Alright. What's over here? Looks like there's some rocket walls over here. Oh, this one seems to have moved when I got close to it. Interesting. Going back underwater. Oh, going back up, it seems. Weird. Oh. This is a weird room. I sense a trap. No. Can't break the walls here. Guess we'll have to wear the eyes to be able to see through the walls. That's funny. There were walls there. How did these zombies go right through them? Maybe the eyes change reality around them. So that while we may have perceived that there were walls there, the eyes have removed them entirely, allowing other creatures, not just ourselves, to be able to go through them. Interesting. These eyes surely are quite powerful. We'll keep the eyes equipped for a short while. Alright, Tess, you shall follow me into the water again. If you could. Apparently you can't. There you are. Alright, it looks like solving that puzzle has allowed me to continue further. I will have to use buoyancy though, so that I can breathe underwater. This is a very interesting area. Alright, what's over here? What's up here? Strange. What's this? A shadow staff of Inferno. Very interesting. That might be just a random treasure item. Shame. What's over here? Nothing. Let's only keep the eyes for now. We don't really need it right now anyway. Translation spell. Ahem. The eyes will choose to live or die. That's a shame. Alright. Well, that's not going to be very helpful, so I guess I need to use the eyes of the White King. Again. Guess this White King really likes his weird puzzles. L for life points, maybe? Ah, I knew LP meant life points. Not to mention that we can also use the dragon torch on this, which shall greatly improve my powers into battle. Alright, Tess, we may now leave. We don't need to be here anymore. Tess, you're currently drowning again. there a different way to go out from here? No, it's up here. Don't worry, Tess. I shall lead you out. Stairs. Alright, Tess. Tess, get up. Alright, Tess. What's going on over here? Oops. Did you have a weapon? Looks like you might have. Ah, okay. A Chateau dagger again. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let us go and explore a little bit around here. Perhaps there are more treasures. Doesn't really look like it. Finding an ebony arrow doesn't really do much for me. What about over here? We made it across. Good. Nothing really over here either. Perhaps I can make it across this gap. Again, and nothing really over here as well. Fascinating. Alright, Tess, I want you to translate this for me. I'm joking, of course. The viper waits with tainted breath in deep shadows of waiting night. In hands of thieves or its reason's depth, destroyer of poor and kings alike. The three they came under darkness divine. Give to me your shadow and rewards will be thine. That's not life points. That's what saved my life. Ironically, it is. Okay, so let's see here. Well, the typical blade for assassins is usually a dagger, so maybe it is a dagger. Oh, that's right, I don't need to equip it, I just need to store it in here. I'm sorry, Lord Cube, that I have disobeyed your divine mission. Yet again, we found another weapon. Two paths. I wonder if they both lead to different areas. That's funny. So where does this one lead then? Oh, this one doesn't lead anywhere. Interesting. The Temple of the Goddess. Alright. This doesn't really look like anything to be. What is that up there? Is that the moon? Or maybe that could be just a block of ice meant to represent the moon. Interesting. Nothing really here, unfortunately. Do you have any
How can I
ideas?
help?
Seems very dangerous for you. I need you to stay here for a few seconds. Guard my back, Tess. Perhaps the eyes shall show me the way. Ah, they do show me the way. Interesting. Looks like some of the rocks have fallen. Shame. Looks like the White King's not as powerful as he seems to think he is. Strange liquid. Interesting. Tess, it is safe to cross again.
How can I help?
Let's move out.
All
Follow
right.
me. Alright. Where does this lead now? Ah, yes. Be careful, Tess. I am sensing danger nearby. Oh. Interesting. There is nothing over here. Fascinating, is it not, Tess? Have a bad feeling about this area. Let us see here. Ah, more beautiful traps. Ah, what's up here? Shadow Bolt of the Soul, it seems. Interesting. Nothing else over here. Alright, let's see here. 3 pressure plates. Just not gonna activate any of them. Looks like all of them were duds. Since testing triggered one. Wonder if there's anything up here. Ah, there we go. Nice. What's up here? Looks like this is the way that I actually needed to go. Alright then. What's up here? Oh. Fascinating. It's a good thing that I technically used one of my special abilities. There was nothing up here. Correct. Alrighty then. Okay. Man, is it a good thing I can mimic other people's abilities? Otherwise, I'd be doomed. Especially in his weakened state. Tess.
How can I help?
This looks very dangerous. I'll ask you to stay here for a few seconds.
All right.
Alright. This one looks like a test of balance, it seems. Alright, now I am weakened, which means that I am perfectly balanced into the world. Perfect. Test it is safe to cross now.
How can I help?
There we go. Perfect. Continue to follow me, Tess. What is this? What do you say? A leap of faith. Well, if this was a part of my powers, then I'd say yes, I would have tremendous faith. Alright, fine then. I will have faith in which I will survive. To be fair, I never really did see the tests actually fell. So to be fair, it's quite safe. There's nothing over here, but it looks like there's something on the other side. Looks like there's a strange thing over there. Let's go and explore over there, Tess. Let's see here. What is this now? Looks like a very dangerous trap. And a treasure chest over here. Doesn't really have anything. But what is this now? Is this another greed thing? To see a flawless sapphire. Let's see, is this another one of those greed? It is. It is now mine. Alright, Tess. Let us continue onward. We have to jump down into a leap of faith. What is this? A shadow mace. What do you have? You also have a shadow mace. Very interesting. What does this guy have? Doesn't look like he has any weapons near him. Fascinating. Oh, he did have a weapon. Because he's shadow cutters. Looks like that if we actually did fall because we weren't very perfectly balanced, we'd be dead. Fascinating. A shadow dagger, interesting. Let's translate the plaque. I smash and bash in untrained hands, but dancing grace in those who know. Round of tooth or pointed brand, lover of all with death to show. The three they came under darkness divine. Give to me your shadow, and worlds will be thine. Fascinating. Alright. Since it's dealing with smashing, I take it those shadow misses we picked up are what we need. And again, I'm a fool. I am sorry, Lord Cube. Oh, looks like we get to return to the Walk of the Dead. Alright. I think we've found them all.
Well, hello there.
I think I found them all.
You have all the stone items, so maybe you should try opening that puzzle door. Those symbols definitely look familiar.
How would you know? You weren't there. Do you also have the same abilities that I do? Strange. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go with the H. We know this one was one of the cool symbols. We know this one's another one of those symbols, because it's right over there. We need to deal with the light points as well. And we're gonna do with the X. I'm hoping that this isn't incorrect. The door swings open freely now. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Tess in Dublin, you are my subordinates from now on. This door is jammed shut. I can't open it. Hello there. Who are you?
Excuse me, but could you just, open this gate a bit?
It's jammed. I can't open it.
No. A lot of good you are.
I mean, I can destroy it. But I don't think that's what you want, because you're going to be in the middle of the way. Oh, you left. Rude. Anyway. Funny how we went from a cave to an alien ruin. Strange. And what's even stranger is that there's no traps here. Fascinating. Alright, since we can't see, but the White King allows us to see in great distances, let's see here. Ah, there's some people in there. I remember their outfits. They're like the ones that attacked us in the Imperial City. Dublin, get ready. And George!
Who's that?
What? Where'd he go? Oh no. Lord Cube has given his divine judgment upon you. Where is the other one? Lord Cube has delivered his judgment. You don't need to equip your weapon. I am on your side at the very least. It's also strange. In this unknown dungeon, I haven't really needed to rely on my full power for a short time. Weird. Where's the other one? Ah, wonderful. What do you have? Some stuff. Interesting. Alright. So. Looks like these statues should be holding some things. But let's see what this riddle has to say. The guardians, they will atone. With stone in hand, you use alone. Place the key, stand in desire, then use the eyes to see what lies inside the fire. Alrighty then. So let's see here. Smash. Protector. Tool. Viper. And arm. Alright, so we want... Smash. Protector. Tool. Well, I guess an axe is considered more of a tool than anything. And this is Viper. And I guess, as an extension of my arm, the stone sword. I'm sorry, Cube, but I had to unequip your rake, your divine relic, for a short time. Just to go through this insane puzzle. But now that we've gone through it, we shall collect nothing, apparently. Maybe the item that we need is in here. Greaves of Grace and a strong potion of healing. That doesn't seem right. Shadow Staff of Inferno. Shadow Star. An axe. Very interesting. Strong poison of burden. I wonder what the Shadow Star actually does. Blessing of the Shadow upon me. I wonder what that does. Let's see here. Ah, it looks like it improves our magicka, but not by much. It also improves our health, again, not by much. Our endurance also goes up. That's actually not that bad. And our speed as well. Now, if I remember correctly, we're pretty fast. So we shouldn't really need it, but it's a very welcome sight indeed. Alright, with Cube's divine relic, the altar of the king. Through the eyes of the king shall the treasure be revealed. Not if I use Cube's divine relic! Oh, couldn't really hit the altar now, could I? Alright, I guess I do need to use the eyes of the White King. Claws of the White King. Interesting. Okay, so I pulled the White King gloves from the fire. Like the helmet, they'll probably help me get past whatever traps and puzzles Urine has cooked up. Now I just need a way out. Indeed, character. Indeed. But now what do you do? Another enemy? Who are you? You look familiar. Are you the rude person that we met
hello
earlier?
there.
Hello yourself.
This is some mess, hero.
I'm not a hero, I am the Dark King. Who for Oblivion's sake are you? Who are you?
Me? I'm Catriana. But you can call me Cat.
How did you get down here? What are you doing down here? What are you doing down here?
I could ask you the same question, but I already know the answer. Let's just say I'm seeking the same thing you are.
Useless trinkets? Also, character, just to break the fourth wall a little bit. I know I've been role-playing as Rathis for like an hour or so. It's been fun. But just to kind of break the wall, how does our character know that we're underground? We came into this area through a portal. So we don't even know if we're underground, and also, how are these people here? In order to get in here, you need to use the White King's eyes with the Amulet of Mora. So unless, I can understand there'd be multiple copies of the amulet, I'm not judging that, but I doubt there are multiple Eyes of the White King. And that is...
Don't play games. I saw you take the gauntlets. I don't know what they're for, but I know they'll lead me to the heart. So I propose a deal. The entrance tunnel collapsed behind me. That way is closed. But I think the gauntlets might be the key to finding another exit.
Okay.
You help me, and I'll give you the next piece of the puzzle.
More puzzles? What do you have?
Let's just say I, borrowed an object from our mysterious assassins. Something they found in this very room. I think you'll find it very interesting. So what do you say?
Are you saying that you guys are the ones that stole the stone weapons from the said statues? For one as pretty as you, sure. It's not like I have much choice, I don't think so. For one as pretty as you, sure, but Tess might get angry. Sound like I have much choice. That also sounds very rude. I apologize, Tess, but I must say this one. It's the only one that actually compliments her in such a way that she might actually be continuously helping us in our journey. For one as pretty as you, sure.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Lead on.
I apologize, Tess. It needed to be done. Okay, where did you guys come from? Because I jumped down. Surprised you guys didn't trigger the traps. Looks like the way we came. Hey, did you know that that gate was actually barred, so I couldn't even open it for you? Strange. Alright. Guess we need to go through this very gate. Perhaps there's something over here. I'm guessing this is the entrance tunnel that you were mentioning. Cat. Maybe I can use my powers in order to break it open. Looks very sturdy. Those rocks are pretty well stuck in there. Where are the other two, Dublin? Did you just leave them behind? Where are the other two? There's Tess, but where's Cat? Ah, there's Cat. Tess, just come back to us. Alright. One of them must have closed the gate. Alright. Looks like there's a handprint here. There's a strange indentation in the shape of a hand here. Do you have any ideas about this hand?
You want to talk?
Do you have any idea about this hand? What are you doing here?
That's the question I ask myself every day. Too bad you're not getting the answer.
Is it because
you
don't...
have what I need, so I'm following you. For now.
Is it because you yourself don't know the answer? Strange.
Well, hello there.
You don't have anything to say? No. Tess never has anything to say to me about this. So maybe the Godless will have something for me. Doesn't seem like there's anything over here. A door. Interesting. Oh.
Here, let me help. I also acquired this key from the leader. Did I forget to mention it? Silly me.
Well, you should have mentioned it earlier. Should have said I stole a key from one of them, but I don't know what it's for. That would have been much more useful information beforehand, because I would have asked you if you had used the key on the door. There's nothing else over here. What a useless room. What a useless staircase. What's up here? Another room. Looks like we might get another of the White King's armor here. Fascinating.
This is interesting. An empty room with empty pedestals. Jörn sure loved his puzzles.
He did indeed.
I might as well give you this. It'll probably help. If you look on the bottom, you'll see an inscription. Guiding star. Whatever that means.
Ah, okay.
So, my lady, what brings you to these dusty halls?
I could ask you the same question, mage.
I am simply a wandering student, following our friend here to the farthest reaches of the known world. It's been fascinating.
Must you talk so much? My brain hurts just listening.
We're all on the same wavelength. I don't trust this guy. Anyway, let's see here. Said something about a guiding star. Tess, do you know which way is north? My compass seems to point to this direction, but I don't quite trust it. I guess we can try. Well, let's see. For a guiding star, the only one that I can find references to in my own memory is about sailors using the North Star in order to find their way home. Or in order to guide their way to north. So I guess maybe the white statue is... the White King's statue is that of the North Star. Doesn't look like it did anything. Oh, a portal. Maybe I was right. Chapel of Stendhal seems very weird. Alright, let's go. Coming through the strange portal, I realize all the questions that are left unanswered. I also realize that I am at a loss at where to go next. Obviously, you're meant for me to have the other statues that go on the other pedestals, but where are they? I agree, character. I have no idea where they could be. I have the gauntlets, even if I have no clue what they do. I should probably talk to Inar and see what our next step is. I agree. What is our next step here? Got about 3,000 experience. Nice.
Well, that was interesting.
Ooh.
You know, I'd love to see what else you have planned, but I need to be elsewhere.
Interesting. That's what you look like without your hood on. Where are you going?
I would stay, but I have things to do. I hope we'll see each other again under less stressful circumstances.
I said situations.
I must be off, my friend. Things to do and all that. I have a feeling we'll see each other again before this is done.
What? So I was right. You two are going to betray me later on. I should kill you right where you stand. But I know Lord Cube, and he would not appreciate me using his divine relic to give you divine judgment for doing nothing.
I have places to go, hero, but I get a feeling we'll see each other again.
Yes, because you will betray me.
I must be off, my friend. Things to do and all that. I have a feeling we'll see each other again before this is done.
Again, you will betray me. That is exactly what it is. I can see it right now. Dublin and Cat over my dead body. But little do they know that I can't die. Alright, let's go back to Bruma. Still have no idea where you came from.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Too bad you weren't getting one. And don't cough on me.
Good. You've returned. What did you find?
I'm going to tell you everything that has transpired.
We're getting closer. I can smell it. Oh, and just in time, too. I'm feeling so weak. I don't know how much longer I have left. But let me see. You say there was a White King statue, but no others. Well, I might have a way to find them.
What?
I'll have to get back to you. Get some rest and come back tomorrow. Use my cot if you wish. I'll see what I can do.
Alright. Interesting. Alright, I guess we'll have to rest a little bit, Tess. Although I will say though, since I've gotten the White King's eyes, I've had a nightmare. Hopefully that will not happen again. Oh no, not again.
Is something the matter, Brother Yern? You haven't spoken in a fortnight.
Tess has been following.
Leave me be.
You should pray for guidance.
You think they can help me, brother? I know more about the three than you will ever dream of. Your precious White King stains my soul.
But that's blasphemy.
I speak the truth. I've paid for my room, but not for advice. So go back to your forgotten gods. No more will suffer. I see them in my dreams, the wild elves, crying to me, pleading with me. But now I know how to lock the gate. Your worshippers had the secret all along. I was a wolf among your flock. My blood is your link. My blood to make it. My blood to unbind it. This dagger will end my suffering and the world's. Wait. What is that sound? I feel it coming for me. No, you won't deny me this.
What is going on here?
Welcome, little fly. You are close now. Soon your world will tremble. Soon all will bow to me.
You say that, but I will defeat you. Where am I? Tess, you guys still follow me in my dreams. Stop taking off my armor! Without my armor, I feel weakened. So stop taking it off. I don't mind if you unequip the rake, so long as it's only for the cutscene, but stop taking it off. Anyway, guess we're going back to sleep. Alright. Now that we've done that, Anna...
I have good news.
Good.
My sources tell me that the statues were bought by the Lady Carvane, right here in Bruma.
Interesting.
The Countess collects artifacts, and the statues have been part of her collection for many years. Lately, she's been prone to showing them off in the Great Hall of the castle.
Perfect.
I would start there.
I would also like to start there. Where does the information come from, though? I'm quite curious about this.
I have my ways. Now, please hurry. I feel like we're heading towards the end.
What do you mean? Was I right? Am I being betrayed, but it was actually from you? dare not try to threaten me. Does he not know who I am? I am the Dark King, after all.
Morning.
It is indeed morning. I can't believe I had to sleep through morning and night, just to be able to continue the quest. Why couldn't it have been a few hours?
How are you?
Alright, let us continue onward. Skull of Jitukan. An alien statue. I know someone who'd like to buy this.
Well met.
Vex-shaped amber. Statue that looks awfully familiar. Oh, hi.
I was wondering if you were going to show up here as well. The rest of the greedy little treasure seekers are already here.
What are you talking about? You don't know me.
I don't. You're here for the heart, correct?
No, I'm not.
That makes you as greedy as the others.
I'm not here for the heart. I'm here for the statue you can see right behind me. I mean, I'm here to pay my respects to the Countess. What exactly is the heart?
You don't know what it is, do you?
I think it's a trinket of some kind. It's a trinket to talk to the dead, of course.
A trinket? Is that what you think? Are you truly that naive? Or are you misled?
Perhaps both.
Not that it matters. You will not get the heart. That I promise you. The voice of the dead was not made for any man or woman.
Okay. Why are you... What's wrong?
My brethren. They are under attack.
Your brethren? What are you talking
Always a pleasure.
Where are your brethren? Okay, well that happened. Hourglass of time. Interesting. Carved panel. Very interesting. There's the statue. Okay, I don't want to touch it. There's some sort of magical ward on display, one I haven't seen before. Alright. Hello, cat.
I'm glad that strange elf is gone. She might wrestle come hither, but she was a major prude. She spent all this time harassing yours truly. All doom and gloom this, and blood and death that. It's not very good for a party.
I agree.
But anyway, so, what brings you here? Come to pay your respects to the Countess?
Yes, I am here just like you. I've come to pay my respects to the Countess and take a look at her wonderful treasures. Maybe I might give her some of my treasures. Who knows? You know why I'm here.
Of course I do. Not that it does us any good. Did you see the display case for the statue?
Yes, I did.
There's a nasty magical lock on it. I have the counter spell for the lock.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I don't have enough magic to use it. That's where you come in.
Alright.
I also need a distraction, because those guards have been giving the evil eye to anyone who walks in the door.
Yes, Carius is right next
Although
to
it
it.
better be something special. These guards aren't going to move for just anything.
How do you know how to open the lock, though?
I helped create it.
What?
My father would do the magical part, and I'd do the lock part. That's how I found out the statue was here.
Your father knew about it? That's very interesting. Alright. Hello, Dublin.
The strange elf is gone? She was an interesting sort, although a bit on the paranoid side. I wonder what her stake in this is. Anyway, I take it you're here for the statue.
Yes, just outright say it, so that the guards can arrest both of us. Of course.
I tried looking at the magical lock, but it's beyond me. I could create a distraction if you want a crack at it, but that's about it. In fact, I know just the one. My teacher taught me this wonderful illusion that's sure to draw attention.
Can I see said illusion? Oh, Kat says she can open it.
Really? How marvelous. Time to do my thing, I guess. Wish me luck.
Yes. I wish to see the coolest distraction.
The hedge wizard came through.
Can I see the distraction
I didn't
first?
think he had it in him. Here's the spell. I'll keep watch while you use it. Just make sure you do it sneaky-like. The Countess probably won't like you breaking the lock.
Okay.
Oh, and in case we get separated, meet me at the Two Sisters Lodge in Skingrad. We might be able to help each other out.
Cool. Alright.
Welcome back, my lord.
Can I see your distraction? Oh my word, Dublin, that's not a distraction. That's causing mayhem. Carius, I think you need to leave.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, well, this won't work, will it? Also, Kat, you're telling me you don't have 10 magicka?
Stop right there!
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Alright. So unfortunately, with Oblivion uncut and this, it creates a problem. Mind you, this will not count as me using my armor, but I will need to use it to embrace the darkness. I'll only use my powers for a short time, because I shall use my shuttle walk ability to prevent myself from being spotted. This will allow me to take the statue and run. I stole the statue. I better get out of here. Carius, get out of the way. Alright, I have no idea where to go, though. Where did Kat say we should meet up? I have no idea. She wants to meet up in Skingrad. Well, that's going to be quite a challenge, considering that since I use Shadow Walk, I can't leave right off the bat. I think we'll go to Skingrad and then take a break. What do you feel, Tess? I know we've been sleeping for a decent amount of time, but I feel like we can take a rest. Where did Einar go? Strange, he's usually here. Maybe he went into the inn. Strange. Olav is gone too. I think Einar might be killed. Oh no, there he is. There's Olav. Alright. I'm guessing that Einar might have vanished for no reason. Or maybe the guards finally caught wind of him being very sneaky. Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Either way, let us go to Skingrad. Alright, Tess. Time to revert thy form, unfortunately. I will return to my weakened state. Perfect. Alright.
Yes, my love.
Okay, you're not angry at me. Good.
Well met.
Interesting. Who are you?
Or creations of ancient beast folk, or lost races of Mer.
Alright. Alright, I think that will be it for now. Next time, we will continue onward. I'll see you guys next time for some more Oblivion modded playthrough.